Right, today's video I'm going to refurb these Aprilia forks. I used to have these on a while back. Oh, they started leaking, as you can see at the bottom here. They started to leak, but I'm going to change them over because these derby ones have started to leak recently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip them apart and yeah, I'm going to try and, they've got a bit of burring on here, you can zoom in, a bit of pit in there, so I'm going to try and sort it out. I think that's what keeps bursting the seal every time that I fix them. So first thing you need to be doing on these is get these caps off the top and drain the old fluid out. So I'll do that first. It is easier to do this while I'm in the bike, so that grabs onto it in the bike, but I say the other forks I'm in the bike, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out a way of grabbing onto these. Back in a second. Okay, this one undone quite easily. Didn't have to put it back in the bike or nothing. So once you take the cap off, there's like a little collet in there. Just pull them out like that. As you lift this, the whole of this top end will come off. So we'll try and do this. We'll have to do it, yeah, there it is. We don't want them bits to fall in. So we'll have to put the camera down for a second, just get rid of them two like little collets. Alright, once you took that end piece off, it will look like this. And all you do is just tip the fork oil out. You can see how clean that was. I only just changed these and then they started leaking again because the fork seal got caught on that, like that piece there. It just tears them up, that does, it just tears the seals up. Anyway, so like, yeah, make sure you get all the oil out. I'll show you what to do next. Once you've took them apart, leave them up in the air like that to drain it, you know, drain all the oil out of them. Get the rods and like push them in and out, forces all the oil out. And take these over to your workbench. Next thing you want to do, you want to get a flathead screwdriver and get your dust seals off. They just pop off. Once you've popped your dust seals off, there's like a circlip inside, if you see it there. Just get your screwdriver in one of them. See like that? And it will just pop out. I don't want to pop it because it springs out sometimes. We'll see. There you go, looks like that. And that's your dust sealing, that's your oil seal inside there then. Okay, so just get them out like that. Just do that one as well. Right, once you've popped your seal out, there'll be a washer inside here. There's your washer. And to pop the seals out, all you do is get your screwdriver under the lip there and just put lots of force down on the handle. It seems like you're being quite aggressive, but it will pop out. So I can't do it really on camera. Actually, I'll try and put the camera in, see if I can pick it up. So you get your screwdriver under the lip it like that. Hold it like this, put as much weight as you can on it. Just work your way around. It can be a bit of a cowbag to get out. Oh, this one don't want to shift. There we go. So they am in very tight. So again, get your washer out. Throw them in the bin, they're no good for nothing. On to the next part. Alright, now it's all apart. It's a good time to give everything a nice clean. So get some of the elbow grease, shove it on everything. Give that 5 minutes to settle in, then I'll get the jet wash on them. The next stage of this is if you've got any pitting, before you put your new fork seals on, you need to sort that out. There's two quite bad ones there. There's no rough edges, but if there is any rough edges, get some 1200 sandpaper. Lightly sand it down. Just get rid of any of the sharp edges. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some Aprilia epoxy resin and fill them gaps, and then I'll sand it back down so it's smooth. So on this fork leg, yeah, it's only that one little bit. I'll go and get the other fork legs here, see if there's any on that one. Right, for the repairs, you want to use some of this Aprilia. I bought the Ultra, which is like super strong. You squirt it out. Then you mix it together. Oops. Yeah, keep mixing it until it's well mixed. Once it's well mixed, just put like a little bit on the repairs. Let me just mix this up well first, and I'll show you what to do. Alright, you put the Aprilia on like that, build the repairs up. What you want to do, you want to put enough on there, but you don't want to put too much on so that it's like going to be solid to get it off after. So you put it on and then just smooth it over so it's like a nice sort of smooth layer. And then you'll give that, what's it saying here? I'll give that at least an hour to dry, and then I'll come back with the sandpaper and just sand down the excess. So let's give that an hour and I'll be back in a minute. Right, I tried to use that Aprilia as recommended by other YouTube videos. I'm telling you now, it doesn't work. I left it for 24 hours to cure and it doesn't like grip on, it just as soon as you try and like knock it, it just knocks straight back off. So what I have used in the past, I've used super glue and that seemed to work. So I've got this cheap super glue. These are the two main ones. I mean, they're not sharp, but there's quite a bit of a dip, so I can imagine that would tear the you know, fork seals up. So I want to attempt to do this one. So I'm going to get super glue. I'm going to put a little dab in each little hole there, see if that works. I put about 3 drips and then let it sort of run. While it was still wet, I used a paper towel to sort of get rid of the excess. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I want to use the 1500 sandpaper on it again. I'm going to give it about, I don't know, I'll try 10 minutes to see how dry it gets in 10 minutes. I'll come back to you. Right, we have a result. You can't feel that now at all. What I did, I give the super glue about half an hour to dry, then I use 600 grit. That's smooth, that is now. So what I'll do now, I'll use the I'll just give it a once over with the 1200 just to pretty much clean it up. Yeah, that's smooth as anything, that isn't it? Can't feel that at all. So that's brilliant. So right now, start putting the fork seals back in and putting it back together. Right, so the rebuilding part is pretty easy. What you want to do is put a bit of grease on your new seal. Make sure you use this red rubber grease. So put a little bit on the inside, a little bit on the outside. Make sure you clean all the inside of here out before you carry on. Right, put your washer in. Put the beveled part, flat part facing up, bevel part facing down. With your seal, the part with the where you can see the spring, put that facing downwards. So you get it into a rough position. Then what you want to do is use this fork leg, the one that hasn't got the brake on. Actually, what you can do is slide this down first. Slide it down nice and watch as you go over them holes there. Slide it down to the bottom. Then place this over the top. Same again, slide it down. Line it up. Then all you do is just lightly tap it like that. That's it. Take it back off. Actually, that needs not. See that it's rattling. Just need to knock it in a bit more. See, hear that noise, the different noise then? That's when it's seated down properly. See, the washer's not rattling. And put your circlip back in. And put your dust seal on. That's it. And before you put it back on the leg, just give a bit of that red grease and just rub it on. It'll just help the seal to go on nicer. And rub it up and down a few times. Put the other on. That's it. Just clean it all up now, then it's ready to put the oil in and then put the cap back on. So just clean my hands, clean them all up. I'll put the oil in. Right, for the oil part, for these particular forks, it's 360mm. So you measure out your 360mm. Get your fork leg, pull it up slightly, and then just fill it up. Just make sure you keep an eye that it doesn't like come out the top. As it starts to fill, you might need to pull this up slightly. Right, once you've got the oil in, I'm going to put your cap on. I found the easiest way to do this is to put the two collets in and then just lift. So if you put the two collets in, then lift it up. That's it. And that connects it against it now. Just put your cap on. You want to tighten this down quite a lot straight away as well, because if you don't, the collet can come back off. So that's it. So that's it, that's how you do it. I mean, same with this one. Put 360mm in, fill it up. Same again with the collet and the washer on the top. Put the cap on. That's it, job's a good one. So anyway, thank you for sticking with the video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.